Hello students, this is your Mr. GST who actually makes GST a good and simple tax for you. In this video, I am going to cover how to approach the first question in CA Final Indirect Taxes for 14 marks. And see, I am going to give you the solution in 3 simple steps which you can use for maximum benefit of your exam solving this first question. So let us go into the video, and in this video I am using RTP May 2025 question to make you understand how to approach this 14 mark question and how to solve it, right? Let us get into the video. So if you see in the first question, see when the question is all about asking you to calculate net minimum GST payable in cash. For solving this, you have 3 steps. Simple. The first step is all about calculating the gross GST payable. So for calculating the gross GST payable, what we should do? They have given sales information in the question. Decode complete the sales information, automatically you will get gross GST payable. Next, second step is calculation of ITC available. For getting ITC available, sir, you should decode all the purchases which are given in the information, which are given in the question. So then we'll get ITC available. And final step, set off them. Now please understand, sir, for going through these steps, what are fundamental things which we should need? Sir, we should know what is sale, what is purchase first. And when you know what is sale, what is purchase, you should know which is intrastate, which is interstate. And you should know which is taxable, which is exempt, and you should know which is blocked credit, which is not blocked credit, which is FCM, which is RCM. Like this, you should have decoded properly the sales information and purchases information. Then it is easy for you to solve the question. Okay, so while reading the question itself, we should segregate all this information. We should gather all this information. So let us assume, like I'll teach you with an example here. So as I told, RTP May 2025 question here, sir, we are going to see in this particular video. So first, while reading the question, first thing what we should identify is, see here they give Purva Impex Limited. Sir, we should understand who is this fellow. Sir, Purva Impex Limited is a company. Why we should identify who is the taxpayer? Na? You know, in RCM and exemptions, there are certain cases based on body corporate, non-body corporate, partnership firm, all these things, the provisions will change. The taxability exemptions provisions or RCM, FCM provisions will change. So you should be clear first in identifying who is the taxpayer here. Sir, the taxpayer is a company. Okay, we have understood that. Second important thing, sir, the second important thing what we have to identify is, one second. The second important thing what we have to identify is in which state he is registered. Sir, in the given question, he is registered in Maharashtra. Okay, the registered state is Maharashtra, because we should understand what is intrastate, what is interstate, all the stuff. So here it is Maharashtra, fine. Now, it is not engaged in agricultural operations, super. Purva Impex Limited India is a subsidiary of Purva Incorporation, an entity incorporated in USA. Sir, please understand, when you read this word, subsidiary of Purva Inc., an entity incorporated in USA. Here one thing should come in your mind. These two are, of course, holding and subsidiary company. These two are different entities as a whole. So they are not distinct persons. They are not distinct persons. Anything happening between them will be called as export, if you remember the export definition. Okay, so they are not mere establishments of distinct persons as per section 8. Okay, hope you remember that. Next. So that is fine. Which is engaged in providing information technology services to customers in India. Okay, it provides the following information for the month of April. Another important aspect is we should identify the tax period, because some information in the question, suppose the question here is with respect to April, some information in the question may be related to March, may be related to August, something like that. Okay, May, something like that. So you should understand which information belonging to April, that information we should decode, what and all the information where the tax implications will fall in April, that only we have to consider. Other information we have to straight away ignore. Okay, now, okay, let us move on to the information. See, first of all, some questions they will not give you the difference of outward supply and inward supply. In this question, they gave you completely what are outward supplies, what are inward supplies. They have segregated, they made your job little bit easy. Some questions they will just mix some two sales, one purchase, again sale, again purchase, like that. They will shuffle the transactions. So there you should be very careful. There are very good chances. One good mistake what you do is you will misunderstand sale as purchase, purchase as sale. Okay, then your ITC becomes output tax become will become your ITC. So please be careful there. Okay, sir, here they have given outward supplies details straight away. What is the first outward supply? They have undertook promotion and marketing of information technology services on principal to principal basis in India for Purva Incorporation. Purva Incorporation is nothing but my holding company which is abroad. For them, I am providing promotion and marketing services. That means, can I say this is export? Okay, sir, I have understood this is export. So generally IGST should come. Let us see what is there in the information below also. Okay, so this is export first of all. Next, sir, supplying printed letter cards to Shubhashini Enterprises registered in Maharashtra. That means again this is intrastate sale, correct? Intrastate sale, okay, fine. Logo depicting the vision of the firm was to be imprinted on each letter card, and said logo was provided by the firm. Material cost is 8 lakhs, printing cost is 72,000. Here one thing we have to understand, that this is supply of good or supply of service. If you remember the clarification on this printing services, here we are selling letter cards and incidentally we are printing the content, printing the logo. So here the predominant element is selling the letter card and incidental one is printing the logo. So here this is supply of goods. SOG means supply of goods, selling the letter cards. That is the service supply happening here. So this is supply of goods, not supply of services. 8,72,000. So here there will be CGST and SGST. CGST and SGST. Prima facie information based on that. Next, supplied raw cotton to Dhrutara traders registered in Maharashtra. The raw cotton was purchased from the local farmers during the previous month. We need the information related to current month. In current month, you are making a sale of raw cotton. Now, the moment you see the word raw cotton, automatically will jump to like, sir, RCM. Please understand, when RCM will come into picture, when you are buying from an agriculturist, a registered person buying from agriculturist. Here, sir, Purva, what is this? Purva Limited of Purva Impex Limited is a company selling raw cotton. RCM will not come into picture here. So please understand, sir, that might be one mistake here. So this is one nice point which we should be careful. Okay, so again here it is intrastate sale, supply of goods, and sir, this is FCM only, sir. This is also FCM only, and here also if something comes, FCM only will be coming into picture. Okay, next. I'm writing down all these things because next when I start the answer, for me the information will be properly ready so that I can just pick up the information and drop it. Okay, so that is why I'm doing all these things. Next, supplied maintenance services to Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai, which has awarded a contract of maintenance of streetlights in Greater Mumbai municipal area. Maintenance work involved the replacement of defunct lights and other spares. Out of the total value of 1,20,000, value of defunct lights and other spares replaced is 32,000. If you remember exemptions, actually any services provided to this local authority under Article 243W, 243G, whatever their duties. Sir, 75-25, if you remember, 75% can be the services and 25% or less than 25% you can provide goods. Then it is exempt under GST. So here if you see, in 1,20,000, sir, 32,000 worth goods they are supplying, which is more than 25%. Sir, out of 1,25,000, if you see 25% can be goods, sir. 25% is nothing but 30,000. So here it is 1,20,000 goods worth is 32,000 they have used. So it is taxable. Exemption you cannot enjoy. So here this is also regarding Greater Mumbai municipal area. So Maharashtra only. Anywhere given Maharashtra. Still not given also Mumbai, Maharashtra, you should understand. So this is again intrastate sale, supply of goods, supply of services. This is CGST plus SGST will come into picture. Okay. Next, giving on hire 10 cars, seating capacity of 5 persons including driver to Gujarat State Road Transport Corporation. If you remember, exemptions are renting the motor vehicles with a seating capacity greater than 12 for state road transport undertaking is exempt, but here it is only 5 persons including driver. So this is also taxable. This is related to Gujarat. You are in Maharashtra. So this is interstate supply of service, renting the vehicles. So IGST will come into picture. Okay, we have decoded the complete information with respect to sales. Okay, now maybe some additional information may be there below also, we don't know. So now let us move on to the next one. Inward supplies they are given. So inward supplies, I repeat, whatever the information we have got in the question, if you are decoding it properly, understanding, if you see here whether it is intrastate, interstate, taxable, exempt, RCM, FCM, everything when we are decoding automatically. And important thing is, in your exam have the pencil with you, and on the question paper please make sure you are writing this information so that once the solution is over you erase this information, nothing wrong. Okay, so when you got this information with you, automatically when you are solving the problem it will be very easy for you. Next, purchases. We are talking about inward supplies now. So let us move on to inward supplies. purchased processing machines from Bobby and Co. registered under GST in the state of Gujarat. Machines were brought in as is various condition at Gujarat to produce taxable items. This adjustment is really very important for you, where you will neglect it. If you want, you just pause the video for a while and just understand what can be the tax treatment for this. Just pause the video for a while and just think about this. Sir, you have purchased machinery. You are in Maharashtra. You purchased this machinery from Gujarat, and machinery is also going to stay in Gujarat. So movement of goods not involved. Now place of supply is also Gujarat. Supplier is in Gujarat. Place of supply is in Gujarat. He will charge CGST plus Gujarat state GST because you are registered in Maharashtra. Can you take it as ITC? Not possible, sir. Technically, it is not possible because that fellow will charge CGST plus Gujarat state GST, and I am located where? I am located in Maharashtra. I cannot take CGST plus Gujarat GST as ITC. Are you understanding the point? That is going to be very crucial here. So, how many of you thought about this? Okay, fine. Let us continue. Let us continue. Now, second one, sir, purchased metal scrap from Mansukh traders of Maharashtra, an unregistered person to be used in the manufacturing process, 2 lakhs. So please understand, we know that purchase of metal scrap, the latest hot cake, hot topic. Okay, so which is there in amendments also, all that. So purchasing metal scrap from unregistered person, RCM. And here this is intrastate supply of goods, RCM. That is important actually. Next, if you see, procured information technology services for its business through electronic mode from Thomas Inc., a company located in Germany. This is again importation of services. For importation of services, RCM again will come into picture. Import, supply of service. So it is RCM. Okay, we have to pay tax under RCM. Again, sir, this is another interesting adjustment. Please be careful here. Sir, what is this? A machinery to be used for manufacturing was sent to George Incorporation, USA for carrying out repair work on the same. The consideration to George Inc. was paid for such repair work. Machine was received after repair in the month of May. Please understand here. Sir, machinery, which is our machinery which we use in manufacturing process, we are sending it for repair to USA. There the repair is getting done, and again we are getting the machinery back to India. So what is the tax implication on this? Again, pause the video and think for a while. After thinking and getting your answer, then continue the video, please. Please pause the video and think about this. Yes, here now please understand, the supplier is from USA and you sent the machinery to USA. What is the place of supply as per section 13 subsection 3, where the goods are to be physically present for providing the repair, where the services are actually performed. Sir, services are actually performed in USA. Location of supplier is also in USA. Place of supply is also in USA. How can you make that taxable in India? Are you understanding the point? So here actually no GST. That is one another interesting part. Okay, so hope you are clear with this. So we have decoded complete sales information, purchases information, whatever they have given, and let us go with the additional information. Sir, what is this additional information? Purva Inc. USA provided corporate guarantee to of 1.5 crore on behalf of Purva Impex Limited to Money Bank, Maharashtra, free of cost. Corporate guarantee provided to Purva Impex Limited. We are talking about Purva Impex Limited. That means, can I say Purva Impex Limited has received corporate guarantee services? And if you remember, sir, corporate guarantee given by directors, there is no open market value, that is nil. But here, corporate guarantee given by another corporate entity, obviously. Sir, in such case, if you remember, what is the value of supply? 1% of the guarantee given or actual consideration, whichever is higher. Here, consideration itself is not there, free, 0. We'll compare it with 1% of 1.5 crores. 1% of 1.5 crores. Can I say 1,50,000? And this is purchase, importation of service. Correct? Importation of service. So can I say this is RCM transaction? Okay. On this, GST should be paid by Purva Impex Limited of India. Hope you are clear with this. So additional information, we got one additional purchase. Next, they have given rates. I don't think any other information is relevant here. Okay, rates, let us proceed. Rates I have simplified here for you. They are talking that Supply of all services, GST rate is 18%, all goods 12%, but cotton 5%, scrap 18%. These are the rates. So accordingly, you solve the problem. That is what they are saying. This you should be really careful when you are going through this in the exam, because sometimes you will get confused, or you will miss some information, you will miss reading something, so that the problem will be wrong. So please be careful here with the rates. All the amounts given above are exclusive of taxes wherever applicable. No opening balance, super. All exports made by Purva Impex Limited are through furnishing LUT without payment of IGST. Because of this, what is the impact? Sir, we have only one export in the question. So this one. So here can I say no GST? No. No GST implication, because without payment of tax under LUT. Next. From the information given above, you are required to compute the minimum net GST liability payable in cash. Okay, fine. So this is the question. Let us go with the solution. We have completely read the question and we have did the decoding. So for the month of April, you should calculate the minimum GST payable in cash. So let us start decoding the information and start doing the solution. So as I said, there are 3 steps in solving this question. First step is, see, to save your time in the video, I have just made some tables, formats, everything ready, so that quickly we can just finish the video so that your time will be saved. So first step is nothing but calculation of gross GST payable. See, gross GST payable or ITC, the format is same. First remember this format. Particulars, amount, IGST, CGST, SGST. One important thing is with respect to this IGST. In all the suggested answers, you will be seeing first CGST, SGST, IGST, but you follow the format IGST, CGST, SGST, because you know, to set off the GST, so to set off the ITC, first agenda is to make IGST, ITC balance nil. So to keeping that in mind, if you go with this way, like, it will be very comfortable for you. So now coming to the point, sir, particulars, amount, first step is nothing but calculation of gross GST payable, amount, IGST, CGST, SGST. First of all, if you remember, see, how to present the answer is what very important. We have decoded all the information. So sales, if you see, sir, how many points are there here for sales? For sales here, there are 5 points. I am not writing each and every point here, so that let us not waste time. Let us understand how it should be proceeded. That's all. So 5 points are there. First point is regarding promotion, marketing, export, correct? So first, what I will do, first in particulars I will write promoting and promotion and marketing to Purva Incorporation of USA. Sir, this is export of service under LUT, hence no GST liability. All conditions of export of services are satisfied. Please understand the explanation, sir. This is particular export, and regarding that, what is the tax treatment, whether it is exempt, taxable, whatever it is, whatever you have your explanation, don't take it to working notes. Don't go after the problem is over writing all these reasonings. Please finish the reasoning in the answer, main answer itself. Below the particulars, finish it off. Simple. Below the particulars, I repeat, under the particulars itself, one entry, and below that, what are the reasons, all that you write. And here the amount column 20 lakhs, and you know, export without LUT, with LUT, so without payment of tax, I have entered nil, nil, nil. Enough. Second entry, if you see, I have written only 2 things for you to please make you to understand all that, so don't worry. So second one, supply of letter cards. Enough, simple. Sir, this is predominant activity, supply of goods we have discussed, and printing is just ancillary for that. So in simple words I have written, you can elaborate in the exam to the extent how much you are comfortable. And here, sir, this is intrastate supply as per 10(1)(a), goods are delivered to Maharashtra, place of supply is Maharashtra, where movement terminates, all that. So regarding intrastate, interstate also, you give your reasoning so that it will be done. Next, sir, how much it is? 8,72,000 is the amount. In amount column I have mentioned, IGST column nil, and in CGST 52,320, 52,320. Please understand, below that itself, please make sure the calculation is also shown in the table itself. 8,72,000 into 9%. You know, sir, supply of goods means how much percentage? Here I have listed out. Supply of goods means 12%. No, yes, 6% each I have calculated. 1 second, let me just check. 52,320 to 6%. 872 to 6%. 52,320. Yes, I have calculated 6%, but I have written here 9%. So it is 6% only. 6% each. Okay, because it is goods. I repeat, if it is goods, here we have written, that is why I have written here properly to have that clarity on tax rates, all that. Okay, now remaining things I will just fill it randomly, like roughly, not detailed way, so that let us not waste time. Now third one, what is the third one? Sir, supplied raw cotton to Dhruv Tara traders. For this we have understood, already made an understanding. Intrastate sale of goods, so supply of goods, forward charge 5 lakhs. So this is CGST plus SGST, correct? So here what I will do, I'll just write here, sir, supply to through Tara cotton. So all that you write, and below that you write down the reasons. Sir, this is supply not made by the agriculturist, hence no reverse charge mechanism, and this is taxable. So what is the amount? 5 lakhs. So IGST nil, if you remember, because this is intrastate supply. Next, what is the rate? Cotton, they said 5%, that is 2.5, 2.5. So 5 lakhs into 2.5, 10,000. Just confirm. 5 lakh into 2.5% each. Guys, I'm just writing here in such a fast way. Don't misunderstand my handwriting. Just to save some time for you, I just want to complete the video as early as possible so that your time will be saved. So 12,500, sorry. So 12,500. I think I should buy a calculator for me for recording purpose in the studio. Right, 12,500, 12,500. Next, third one is over. Fourth one. Fourth one is maintenance for greater Mumbai municipal area, all that. So this is also 1,20,000, 1,20,000 into 18% supply of service. This is okay. See, there can be mixed composition of like what, both goods and services, but predominantly this is service. So this should be treated fully as supply of maintenance services. So what I will do, sir, I will write supply of maintenance services to greater Mumbai municipality, something like that. Okay, what is the amount? 1,20,000. So this is also intrastate only, so IGST nil, and 1,20,000 into 9% is 10,800, 10,800. So here you can write down 1,20,000 into 9% each. I repeat, please ignore my handwriting, okay? Next, last fifth point, one more point is there. Fifth point, let us see. Fifth point is giving 10 cars on hire to Gujarat state RTC. This is interstate, please remember that. Sir, renting cars to Gujarat State Road Transport Corporation. How much? It is 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs. And you have to make sure this is interstate supply. Okay. So 3 lakhs means supply of services. 3 lakh into 18%, 54,000. CGST nil, SGST nil. If you see total now, the total IGST is 54,000. CGST and SGST 52,320 plus 52,320 plus 12,500 plus 10,800. That will give you 75,620. Okay, so this is the gross GST payable. So we have decoded full sales information. We are done with our step 1. Now let us move on to step 2. What is step 2? Step 2 is calculation of ITC available. Now here same format again, particulars, amount, IGST, CGST. Here please understand one important thing. When RCM purchases are there, because there are RCM purchases also here, whenever RCM purchase is given, please understand, do the problem as if there is no RCM. Finish the problem, routine problem, how you will take ITC, all that. You finish the problem in a routine way and finish the problem. And once the problem is over, once the minimum GST payable, everything is over, then let us add RCM liability so that the question is solved. Okay. So now let us proceed by forgetting there is RCM. As I told you, this first purchase, sir, no GST, correct? So here you should write down the particulars. First particulars, what is that? Sir, purchase of machinery in Gujarat, intrastate supply for the supplier, and he would have charged what? CGST plus Gujarat GST, and write down the reasoning. So as the supplier is, as the recipient, that is Purva Impex. Purva Impex. Please understand, I am doing it so fast just to make sure your time is saved. So you write neatly, properly, accordingly. As the recipient, Purva Impex Limited is registered in Maharashtra, not eligible for availing ITC. So amount is how much? Amount 5 lakhs. Amount is 5 lakhs, IGST, CGST, SGST nil. So that is how you are done with first entry. Next, like that, 3 more entries are there. So one is purchase of metal scrap intrastate, and you know RCM, correct? So there you should write down the reasoning. Simple. Come here and scrap purchased from Deshmukh or something traders, unregistered fellow, hence taxable under RCM, but eligible for ITC. So that is how you should mention. So what is the amount? And this is intra supply of goods 2 lakhs, and for scrap 18%, 2 lakh into 9%, 9%. So here the amount is 2 lakh, and 2 lakh into 9% each, 9,000, 18,000, 18,000. Okay, fine. Next, third one. Third one is procured information technologies, import of services. As we know, RCM 1,50,000. Reasoning you will write 18%. How much is the value? 1,50,000. Okay, next, import of services. Guys, I repeat, write down the reasoning, particulars, everything properly, and come to amount column. 1,50,000, IGST 1,50,000. 1,50,000 into 18%. What is 1,50,000 into 18%? 27,000. Okay, right. Next, fourth one. So 3 purchases are done. We are left with last purchase. A machinery to be used. So we have understood this is not at all a supply, correct? If you remember. So write down there properly the reasoning, everything like this. So machinery sent to USA and repair services are provided there. Under section 13 subsection 3, place of supply is USA. Supplier is also there in USA. Hence no GST and no ITC thereof. Therefore, okay. So what is the amount value here? Write down the amount column. In the amount column, write down the amount and show GST implication is 0. Okay. So here it is 5 lakh nil nil. So if you see total ITC now, sir, what is the total ITC? The total ITC is 27,000, 18,000, and 18,000. We forgot one more purchase in additional information. So what is that in additional information? If you remember, sir, this corporate guarantee, correct? Yes, we forgot that. So no problem, no problem. We did not recollect that after the problem is over. So fifth one, sir, this is again, this is also import of services, corporate guarantee. Then you should write down there value of supply is equals to 1% of guarantee given or actual consideration, whichever is higher. So that is 1,50,000, sorry, 1.5 crores into 1% or 0, whichever is higher. Which is higher? 1% of 1 crore 50 lakhs, that is 1,50,000. So here we will write 1,50,000 is the value, and on that 1,50,000 into 18% will be IGST, correct? So what is 1 lakh? Just now we have made a calculation again, 27,000, and this is nil nil. Guys, hope you are clear. So with this we can understand, sir, the total ITC available is 54,000 and 18,000, 18,000. Okay, with this we are done with second step. So if you understand, it is all about just decoding the information, segregating what are outward supplies, what are inward supplies, and what are taxable, exempt, RCM, FCM, like that. Complete information, if you are decoding properly, you will fill them in first table, first step, calculation of gross GST, second one, ITC, and finally the last step, sir, set off. Sir, if you see the set off, net minimum GST payable in cash. Sir, first one, what I will do, I will take, sir, output tax. What is output tax? IGST, CGST, SGST. What is output tax? 54,000, 75,620, 75 620. So now you should set off, correct? So minus set off ITC. So you know, first agenda is to make IGST ITC balance 0. What is IGST ITC balance? 54,000. How much is payable here? Payable also 54,000. Super. Payable also 54,000. Super. So that means here, sir, IGST ITC balance became 0. No need to worry. Our first target is over. And next you can use CGST for SCGST, SGST for SGST. Sir, set off will be mostly easy only for you because they will twist you the question only in outward supplies and inward supplies. So CGST you can use 18,000 here and 18,000 here. But I repeat, you should be careful with following this utilization rules of ITC balance. Okay, so here it is simple, we are using that. And finally, what is the payable? The net GST payable. If you see, ITC balances became 0. Sir, this is 0 and 75 620 minus 18,000. You tell me what it is. 75 620 minus 18,000. So it is 57 620 57 620, sir. Simple. 57 620 57 620. Okay, and for this what we have to do now, sir? As I already told you, do the problem as if there is no RCM liability, and we did the problem like that. And finally, whatever RCM liability is there to be paid in cash, correct? So what we will do now, sir, after the answer is over, plus RCM liability you should pay, because this should be paid in cash only. Okay, RCM purchases we have taken ITC, and now we are adding that to the liability. We are showing that we have to pay this in cash. How much is the RCM liability? Both these things are under RCM, I guess. Import of service is one, and next one is RCM. Here we have seen scrap. Okay, so let me check one more time in the question. So RCM, this one scrap is RCM, and here again import of service RCM. So both the purchases on which we have taken ITC, both are under RCM only. So here 27,000 IGST, 18,000 18,000, 27,000 IGST RCM, 18,000 18,000 CGST SGST RCM. So if you see, RCM liability is nothing but 27,000 IGST, 18,000 18,000 is CGST and SGST. So now the answer, final answer, net minimum GST payable in cash. Net minimum GST payable in cash. If you see, sir, 27,000, again same answer, 75 620, 75 620. This is the final answer. Okay, so this is how we should solve the question. Let us cross check the answer also for just our satisfaction, that's all. So net GST payable, total net GST payable in cash 54. One second, guys. Again we forgot corporate guarantee. Sorry, again we forgot corporate guarantee. Yes, so this one we have added, but we forgot about this corporate guarantee. We forgot. Hope you have understood, sir. We forgot the corporate guarantee. So there is 27,000 plus 27,000. So here 127,000 IGST. Here again, I repeat, we forgot corporate guarantee. I forgot, not we. You might be knowing. So I am in a tension to complete this video in quick time. So doing these mistakes. Okay. Hope you have understood. So here it is 54,000. So 54,000. Because all the purchases on which we have taken ITC, please understand, this and this are same. I repeat that both figures are same just because we have taken all the purchases under RCM. If there are any other purchases which are under FCM, these numbers would have changed. So don't misunderstand, don't get confused. Here the answer is absolutely this one and this one are same, just because we have all purchases under RCM, so it doesn't create or it doesn't show any difference in calculations or numbers to you. Hope you have understood how to go with question 1 in the main exam, the 14-mark question. It is all about decoding the information available, right? So Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please do share this video with your friends who are writing this CA Final IDT exam, and anything else you are expecting from me, please let me know in the comment box. Definitely I'll try to make a video on that. So please make sure you are enjoying your preparation. That is what very important thing. Wishing you all the very best from my end. See you all in another video. This is your Mr. GST signing off. Jai Hind.